Hello, today I'm opening up Kemet. This is a game from Matagot. This is their Collection XL. A game by Jacques, Bariot, and Guillaume Montaige. Where's my knife to butcher those names? Alright. This game is... Let's see, plays 2 to 5 players and plays in about 60 minutes, ages 13 and up. Yeah, so let's open it up. But first, let's figure out which game is heavier. Kemet, or Kemet as some people say, or Betrayal at House on the Hill. Wow, they're surprisingly nearly comparable. But it's Kemet. That's a heavier game. Alright, so front of the box here, there's a war going on. Here's Cobra Dude with Cat Lady, and here's Mummy Guy, and here's some kind of Orc guy, and then Bird Guy. So yeah, huge war going on. Although this Mummy Guy is definitely some kind of magical dude. All right, so we've got the this is the card aid in several languages. Let's see, let's look at the English. So, divine intervention cards that explains what they do. Whoops, that's still French. Okay, here we go. It shows the divine intervention cards. For example, this one, War Rage, costs 0 oct, and effect is you gain +1 strength for this battle. Here's some that let you bypass gates. Here's some that let you enlist more units, more prayer points, so all kinds of effects. Here's the tile effects, or the red power tiles, and then blue, and then there should be one for white. So basically this is 4 pages that's needed. And these will show various tile effects. Alright, so we've got a rule book. This one's also in several languages. It's a fairly decent rule book. Sometimes I feel like Matagot is kind of for the sake of being light and to the point, it doesn't really go in depth into some of the nuances, but anyways, as you can see, I've marked some of mine up, some of the pages up, but it's my game, so you know, doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's a fairly good rule book. So there's that. All right, let's just take everything out here. We've got the main board. Without disturbing him. Oh, he's gonna let me. So here's one of them. A couple things you can see here. Here's one of the different sanctuaries. Here's the sanctuary where you can sacrifice units to gain permanent victory points. Other ones will let you generate prayer points. Here's one of the what do you call it? The locations. There's obelisks everywhere. One of starting players' locations. 3 different districts in their city. So in the game, well, one side shows 4 and 2 players, and the other side shows 3 and 5, I believe. But this one doesn't have that one city in the middle. But there that is. Alright, so what else do we have? Oh yeah, good boy. Alright. So, he's interested now. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. I got more cubes here. Oh, D20. This is for if you don't want to follow the rule book and you just decide, you know, with a die roll who goes first. So, here are a bunch of pyramids, levels 1 through 4, and red, white, and blue. One for each district. Oh boy. Let's see. Here are the player boards. So the backs of them don't really have anything special, just artwork. But functionally, they're all the same. You've got your pyramid, and what you're going to be doing is placing your action tokens on one of these different spots, and then you're going to be taking the action. For example, you can either buy different tiles, different colored tiles, or you can pray, or you can move, or you can muster units, or raise a pyramid, things of that nature. So here's the blue dude, lizard croc guy. Here's cat lady. Here's bird guy. Not sure what he's supposed to be, but dog head. So snake lady. So all kinds of different units, but they function the same. All right, so here are some of the figures. This is pretty cool. Elephant with people riding on them. Here is a sphinx guy, I guess that's what you call them. Here's a big beetle. He's sort of being ridden by some figure there. Here is mummy guy, I think. Yeah. Then they have this nice, really nice finish to them. They're kind of dusty, and they're kind of small also. Well, the main figures are small, but even these slightly larger ones, these monster figures, are still kind of small. But that's fine, you know, like it's a dudes in a map game. I'm kind of glad that they're not too detailed, because for me, I'm the kind of player that likes to play the game rather than you know, paints it up and all that. Here's a snake being ridden by somebody, and here's I guess some kind of bird of prey. All right. Here's various tokens. Some are permanent victory tokens. Some of them are sort of conditional. And here's a couple extra tokens for extra actions that you can take. All right. So here's one of the player figures, and what's great about them is each player has different figures. They're not all the same from player to player, but they are, you know, the same sculpts. Oh boy, he likes this one. Here we go. Here we go. And here are your action markers. Here is your player turn order marker. And so those are really good, solid plastic pieces. All right, here are a bunch of tiles. So there should be, I believe, either 20 for each color, or anyways, they have different effects. Here's one that can be referenced in the tile book, power booklet, but I'm guessing this one doesn't have any points associated to it, but it will let you boost your attack by 2 and lets you move +2, This is going to be during the day period only, which is when battles occur. But also, this one costs 3 prayer points. Here's another red. It costs 1, +1 attack. I believe that's maybe +1. Maybe 1 figure dies. I don't remember, but anyways, you can reference it. This is during a battle only. So I guess this one is daytime only. So here's a few red power tiles. Here's a blue one. Daytime only. I guess for every time you recruit, you can recruit 2 instead of 1. So that only costs 1. And the artwork's really, I think, pretty good on these. Here's the elephant. Here's some kind of, I guess, every time you buy a tile, it's -1. So that's pretty good. That can be a really good power. Here's another one for nighttime. So, all right. So those are the things that you'll find inside of Kemet or Kemet. Now, you can find them inside, but will they all go back in? Let's find out. Without destroying any figures here. Well, let's just assume they can go back in. The cat's actually in the box, so we won't disturb him. Oh, what a sweet boy. Hello. Today we just played Kemet. This is my, I don't know, maybe dozenth time. Your first.
Like that.
I didn't know that was
Your second time.
Yep.
So what do you guys think? Well, let's see. You won.
I won.
You're the butthole.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm the butthole. So, I did feel like I was able to execute a plan from A to B.
Right.
And I had a way of thinking through it and looking at what would be important.
Right.
And then it did flow. Like, the strategies are executable if you can form one and follow through with it. Like,
Right.
it doesn't
Yeah.
throw randomness and whatever at you.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lori?
I like that.
I really like it. Yeah, it definitely seems really well balanced. There's multiple ways to get victory points, and even in that game, I think even at the end, I think a couple of us had 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Like nobody was at 1
Right.
or 0. Like everybody had figured out different ways to get their sum points, which is always good.
Yeah. This game that happened, like, I was almost, I was about to win,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that last attack really did me in, I guess. But did you feel like, was it easy to get into besides the like learning all the different abilities of the tiles and?
No, I put it at medium high.
Medium?
It was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Because, like Zolking, there's a lot of symbology that you have to be able to
Yes.
interpret.
Yeah.
And so you're building yourself a database in your head while you're playing.
Yeah.
Right before you play.
Yeah.
There was a couple of rules that came up mid-game
Yeah.
that could impact things, and so it's got stuff to memorize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
3 or
got-
4 games in, I think it would. You'd have already figured that out. It would have flowed a lot better.
Right. Now this is like what I think of as area control is you're sitting there and you're just battling it out, grinding it
Right.
out. But this one's like the game throws you into a battle
Right,
quick,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you want to be aggressive. The more aggressive you are, the more victory points you get if you win, and like you can't just turtle and expect to win. It's sort
Yeah,
of
this
like
game seemed real battle light to start with. Nobody was doing much, and then all of a sudden, when somebody started getting close with the temple points and stuff, that's when everyone
Yeah.
started battling. And I was kind of surprised everyone didn't just jump out and try to battle right at the beginning.
right. Yeah. Did you think that it's not really the temporary victory points were a good I like that
Yeah.
like that
Being able to take it away from somebody,
Somebody, yeah.
and then feeling like I'm taking this, I'm almost there, but it could go away.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This is an exciting game.
And even the limitations on
It's got
actions.
cushiness.
You were saying, like, oh, I can't recruit. Like, you have to wait.
Yes.
And limitations on money. Everything costs money. So you basically have to waste a turn just trying to get some or prayer points, I guess,
Yeah.
to be able to do anything the next turn. So there's a lot of just hand management and resource management throughout it.
I prayed a lot, and it seems like the gods favored it.
Right.
Apparently.
You prayed more efficiently than other people. So, the tiles, like, I feel like this is one of the better games that, you know, where every buy is like really exciting, you know, like
Yes.
every level is like there's something really, really cool. It's not, there's no sort of like wasted
No,
buy.
yeah, because
You're
even the
leveling
low
up.
levels are good.
You're doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really good mechanic, like, you know, upgrading your pyramid and getting a new set of like things you can buy, unlock. Yeah, that's.
And I really like the ability, which I don't think anybody did, of being able to go take control of somebody else's city to use their higher grade pyramid that they had to pay 10 for.
Right.
That you can just use theirs if you have enough to battle with. So
Yeah.
that's a neat mechanic that I don't really see in other games.
Yeah. What were some things that you didn't like too much?
I lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Never like that.
Because our game last night, I used that one temple, that blue temple where you can sacrifice, and I just used that. You know, I held it and used it as much as possible. Did you feel like, you know, knowing that I was going to go for it, did you feel like you could turn that against me, or was that enough to kind of rebalance the game once you held it?
Yeah, I mean, it did. It's just slow getting those points.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You sit your troops there, and you want to send enough to where somebody else can't just take it, and you lose that chance. But when they're all sitting there, they can't be battling anybody else. So there's definitely a balance on that. And depending on who you play with, I think a 3-player to 5-player was very different. It felt a lot different with 5 people.
Yeah.
A lot longer, but not in a really a bad way. Just a lot more going on and different people coming in than just with 3 players. So that definitely made a
It did
difference.
seem like the strategies would vary widely amongst player counts.
Yeah.
That blue thing, that does sound much stronger for lower player counts,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then you have less opportunities to fight.
Yeah.
I like that you could just buy points outright. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's- You can't. I mean,
They're not cheap, but the fact that you can do that.
I like the diversifying thing where you can't buy more than, you can't just
Yes.
make this really efficient streamlined thing. I do
Right.
one thing.
Yeah.
That usually breaks games.
Yeah.
I think the game does a good job of forcing you to diversify.
Yeah, for sure.
I started out with prayer, and you can't win with prayer, so I had to expand into battle.
Right,
And
right.
it was easy conversion to do
Yeah.
that.
And even
And
not
it
being
wasn't
able
obvious that I was doing it either.
not being able to double up on those tiles, so one person can't suddenly have everything free or get 8 prayer points every turn,
Yeah.
like to where that would really, like you said, it would kind of break the game. And this prevents that from happening, which is nice
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you have any like things that you didn't like about the game?
I'm trying to think of it, but I'm struggling to.
Yeah.
I would rate this game pretty highly.
Yeah.
I think at the end, I would appreciate having a night phase just to wrap it all up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like
Well, yeah.
that adds a dynamic, but it could possibly spoil the game.
I can see though, instead of having it end with 8 points after the day phase, 8 points at the end of the night phase, or the most points, because somebody could be getting points in the night phase that would actually boost them ahead of somebody
Yeah.
that had 8 at the end of the day, potentially.
Yeah.
A little bit of a...
I think it's more dramatic. Like if it ends, you know,
Yeah.
like just you know somebody's made it, and
Right.
everybody's attacking.
Attacking,
You know?
that's true. That is fun, actually.
Yeah.
That one's just up for consideration.
Yeah.
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 But
I felt like this doesn't play too long. You know, like it forces action. Just like
Yeah.
get it done. Like we had one player that, you know, like didn't have as many points, but still they affected the game somewhat
Yes.
because I think he at one point attacked me and kept me from like
Yeah.
getting something that I really wanted.
He was sitting on temples with a lot of a
Yeah.
lot of units, which prevented me from going into that one because I knew I
Yeah.
couldn't beat him. So
Yeah.
that made a difference too.
But yeah, the pacing in this game is like boom,
Yeah.
go. You know,
And it's not. There's not a lot of AP because you only have so many actions.
Yeah.
And once they get used up, you don't have as many choices. So
Right.
it kind of narrows that down quite
I
a bit, which is
appreciate
really
that
good.
the AP happens at the end of the game. At
Yes.
the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
it's easy to make decisions.
Yeah.
Your turns happen quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not until like the very end that you ended up having to wait on meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're used to that. But again, it's not a ton because you only have so many actions to go with, especially after a couple rounds in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't recruit anymore. Oh, I can't move anymore. So I only have these 2 things to choose from. So your
Yeah.
decisions get a lot easier. So
Yeah. So, yeah, my final thoughts is, it's a fun game. Doesn't really play too long. Once, after 1 or 2 rounds of it, you get it. And
Yeah.
you'll just, just trying to streamline your strategy.
yeah.
That's what I really like about it because, it's a dudes in a map game that plays quick.
Yeah.
Quick-ish.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not half an hour.
Yeah,
but-
it's not half an hour, but
If your gaming group generally plays Risk, this would be
yeah.
a upgrade that would take you miles.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we played this
Excellent.
at excellent game.
Sorry. Just edit that. That sounded stupid.
So we're here at Fort Z. We enjoyed ourselves, and this guy won. So. Yeah.
Ridiculous.